Many of us were also involved with the Department of Social Change, either site leaders, ambassadors, or volunteers. A couple of years ago, we lost Dr. Patricia Cunningham, a mentor to many, who coached us how to be change makers everywhere that we went, and coined the phrase that my black is not your black, but that's okay. Right. And the support that defines my Ohio State experience every day. We also celebrate some of our losses as they transition to bigger and better. Dr. Robert Bennett, who was responsible for many of us being able to afford going out the country for the first time in our lives. Former Vice Provost of ODI Sharon Davies, who was a phenomenal example in black women in leadership for us. And last but not least, and we've been celebrating her all afternoon, we're losing our very own Dr. Javon Adams-Gaston to Norfolk State University. On top of her busy schedule, she's always made time for all black student issues, one-on-one meetings in her office, and making an effort to remember our names and our voices, but most importantly, getting our work somehow quantified in predominantly white spaces. Dr. J, we celebrate you for that, and today, as you said, we graduate together. However, BOSU has had a plethora of achievements in our 4, 5, maybe 6 years here. For my football fans, we were undefeated against that team up north. For OSU 19, we were the last crop of students to experience the last version and the original version of the Mirror Lake Creamery. Our welcome big concerts began with Big Sean and ended with Miguel. Oh, and did I forget to mention that we successfully got Mr. Williams in the swag circuit, the Alpha Pageant this year. Hopefully we can break that out at the end of the ceremony today. But on a serious note, we have accomplished so much. Students will leave this space to work for Fortune 500 companies across the nation. We leave this space to achieve higher degrees in some of the world's finest institutions. This room is full of future engineers, lawyers, doctors, artists, journalists, directors, executives, professional athletes, the list goes on. Just know I'll be calling each and every one of you to represent you respectively one day. Student leaders will also leave this space knowing that they've created so many opportunities for up-and-coming black students. We've sacrificed being the only black person in spaces to inspire more black people to apply and create change in these spaces. Although we've also furthered our cause for our black student organizations. NAACP got a record number of students that registered for midterm elections this year and put on a living museum to honor black legends. Wherever you are, Jeanette Rose, thank you so much for not only your work at the NAACP, for your hard work this year. In my time here, the longest standing black tradition in the African American Heritage Festival taught us to stand in solidarity, find our purpose, leave our legacy, shout out to Burton, and uplift one another this year by bringing together the most creative and empowered students together each year. Thank you, Jaden and Toba, for your phenomenal work this year. Black Greek letter organizations have withstood the stand of time, taking every challenge with grace and continuing to be excellent in programming and making our voices heard and our founders proud. From step shows and stroll competitions to national service initiatives to creative programming to engage all communities, thank you NPAC for your phenomenal work. And lastly, there's Black Student Association, there's African Youth League, Band of Brothers, Society of Sisters, the National Society of Black Engineers, Black Mental Health Coalition, Why Us campaign. You can't forget the reason why I even really wanted to be involved at the university, and that's the African American Voices Gospel Choir. While this may just be a few, in my opinion, that's what the student experience is all about. Without a doubt, we're here for our education first and foremost. However, we all have those memories with our favorite student organization, some that had nothing to do with our career interests whatsoever, that will always come to mind when we reflect on our college experience. There's something special about when you finally feel at home, to go to a school that connects people from all over the globe and still feel like you belong, simply because of a study group that you met at the Iowa Midnight Breakfast, a student organization, your roommates from freshman year, and that doesn't happen everywhere, but it happens here at Ohio State. So in closing, thank you Ohio State for taking a chance on us. Thank you for allowing us to have a space where we can make mistakes, but also surrounding us with people who are ready to catch us when we fail, wipe our tears, and tell us to keep going. I can't count how many professors, faculty, and staff members and fellow classmates who said one thing that helped me push through multiple rough patches. Whether you have a job lined up after graduation or you're going back to the drawing board, you start from scratch, I'm more than confident that you have been prepared to take on whatever will come your way. Together we have the power, the strength, and resiliency to dominate whatever path that we choose in this life. Thank you for the opportunity to speak in front of you all today. And one last time, OH!